Hey, everybody, this is Diane Brandon Moody, and I'm back with another episode of 50 something love. Let me get my tongue working today. This is episode 33, and the topic is how men can stand out while dating, part two. So it's been a while since I've had an episode and family issues going on, but here I am on vacation. And what am I doing? I'm doing a podcast episode. Yay. So I have become a tiny bit TikTok famous for talking to people on TikTok about dating scams. And I've been really horrified as to how many people are thinking they're in a relationship for weeks, months, years, and it turns out to be a scammer and they fall for it. They've been DMing me, and gosh, this is just stunning. So I have compassion. I'm not trying to make fun of anybody, but what I would love for you to do is to check out my 50 places to meet people over 50. Go to dianebrandonmoody.com/50, the number 50 dash places. I'll put it in the show notes. And this is so that you can kick in your desire to meet people in person. It's been a long time. It's been 20, 30 years since people have intentionally tried to meet people in order to date them in person. They do it online. But unless you know what you're doing and you're doing it well, people are losing thousands. It's a $2 billion scam in the US alone, romance scams, a year. So please check out that 50 places to meet people over 50. So let's get to the main topic. Oh, one other thing. I just wanted to mention this. I'm so excited. Buzzsprout sent me a notice that said this podcast is in the top 25% of all podcasts. This is shocking to me. I'm happy. It's wonderful. But do you know how many podcasts there are out there? There are millions and millions, and a whole lot of them don't last. So, yay. Thank you again for listening. Please share with people, send a link, tell them about it, tell them me about it. Info at dianebrandonmoody.com. If there's anything you'd like to hear more of, I'm all ears. But let's get to the topic, how men can stand out while dating, part two. So, guys, one thing you got to do, and this is true for women as well, you got to heal yourself. If you're over 50, chances are you've had your heart broken somewhere along the line. You've been divorced, you've had a bad breakup, somebody left you, somebody cheated on you, whatever. Your heart's broken, but I want you to avoid deciding that all women are the same because that's just ridiculous. Of course, they're not. And ladies, you can't do that either. You can't say all men are the same. It's just stupid. It's not correct. But what I've been hearing from men on TikTok is that, all they want is money. This is also not true. This is a very common belief that is absolutely wrong, and it probably comes from the women that you're picking. Yep, I said it. You are picking the wrong women. Why are you doing that? Well, I don't know. Maybe they're younger than they should be. Maybe they're not capable of having their own money yet for whatever reason. Maybe they're super cute. Maybe they're scamming you. Whatever reason, don't believe that garbage. It's just nonsense. And, they're not all out for money. Now, what is true is women, biologically, going back to caveman days, we are attracted to success. And that's because over millennia, um, we couldn't survive without a partner who was successful in some way. Like back in the day, did you have your own cave? Were you capable of hunting? Were you capable of protecting the woman and the babies? This was very important, and we evolved with this. And this is This goes back a long ways. Now, in today's world, successful may look like several things. It may look like somebody who has a lot of money. It may look like somebody who drives a really cool car. It may be somebody who dresses super fly. Whatever it means, you know, women are attracted to success, and there is nothing wrong with that. Men are usually attracted to beauty, and they don't see anything wrong at all with being attracted to the most beautiful woman in the room. And that's fine. You're attracted to her. You may not be able to get her because there's somebody with more status than what you have, but you can be attracted to her all day long. But somehow men get, in my conversations with men, they get very pissed off that women are attracted for success, but they see nothing wrong at all about being attracted to beauty. The beauty attraction, of course, comes from the fact that biologically men were attracted to young, beautiful women because that meant health and the ability to have babies. That isn't the way the world works anymore. So, we've got to adapt and we've got to change there. So, that's one thing that you can do differently is heal yourself. I got off on a tangent, but heal yourself. Deal with your issues. Somebody screwed you over, you've got to deal with it. Maybe it takes therapy. Maybe it just takes consciousness and realizing that those hurt feelings have been driving your emotional bus for decades and it's time that you let them go. I'm not going to tell you how to get rid of that. A coach can certainly help. So if you need help, uh, email me at info@dianebrandonmoody.com. Um, I'm not a therapist and I don't take on therapy clients, but I can point out if that is driving your bus. And you don't want to do that because you're wasting time, people. If you're over 50, you're wasting time. Number two, what you can do is to take initiative. What does that mean? There are a lot of hurt men out there in the world and they decide that they're not going to take initiative anymore. They're going to let women chase them and women um, do all that kind of labor. That that doesn't work either. Very often, occasionally it does, but it doesn't work very often. And here's why: the woman who's chasing around men, if the men don't care enough to lift a finger to take initiative, that is not going to be a good match. The woman is chasing, she is in wounded male energy when she's doing that kind of chasing, and you're in wounded female energy if you are refusing to take any initiative. That's what happens. So nothing happens. It becomes a stalemate. Don't do that. Take initiative. You don't have to chase her down the block. Women don't want to be chased down the block. You can watch body language. If she's not into the conversation, then leave her alone. And it doesn't mean it's personal. It doesn't have to be personal. So, chasing, no. Initiative, yes. Do that. Number three, be kind. You, as a male, will be able to get far more women with kindness than you will with a big bank balance. You may attract more women in the beginning, but you won't necessarily keep them because if that's all they're coming for, they're going to leave when they find the guy with a bigger bank balance. But if you're talking about a normal, heart centered woman who's healed and who wants to be in a relationship with you, if you're kind, you will win over so many women that way. This is why I married my husband. It started out because we had an attraction, but it really kept going because he was amazingly kind. I had to have knee surgery a couple of months after we started dating, and he insisted on being the one to help me out, which was great because I couldn't find anybody else who had the time and energy to help me out. That kindness I saw made him a very dependable person. So kindness in talking to her, kindness in giving her the occasional compliment. I don't mean love bombing, I mean just the occasional compliment. Um, just being nice, that goes so far. And there are so many men who believe that kind men get trampled on. They get trampled on by wrong women. You have to quit going for the wrong women. Maybe they're not mature enough, or maybe they're just, I don't know, they're just not right for you. So don't keep doing that. You keep creating your own drama, men and women both. You create your own drama. And I say that as someone who did. I created my own drama for years. We're going to stop doing that. If you need help on not creating the same drama anymore, please reach out, info@dianebrandonmoody.com. If you change these 3 things, heal yourself, take initiative, and be kind, I guarantee you, I guarantee you that this will uplevel your dating immediately. Thanks for listening. Thanks to Buzzsprout. Thanks to everyone who has wanted the 50 places to meet people over 50. I look forward to talking to all of you soon.